Well, this is a movie that exists. Truth be told, when I put this on, I went into it fully expecting it to be bad, but I was actually disappointed when it ended up being just a pretty boring movie. I was expecting a movie that was aggressively bad, but instead I got a pretty dull experience. Why? Well, let's talk about it. The movie follows a lion named Leo, who, unlike others of his kind, is a vegetarian, and as such isn't respected by other lions because of it. And because of that, he mostly just spends his time hidden away from other people, with the exception of a select few. One day, while minding his own business, he quite literally runs into the queen of all elephants, Savannah, and helps her with delivering her children. But when a freak forest fire tears through the jungle, Leo, the baby elephants, and a group of other survivors seek shelter in a mythical place called the Heart of the Jungle. All the while being tracked down by a white elephant named Maximus Elefante, who not only uses this as leverage to marry Savannah, but basically set this whole ordeal up by backstabbing the previous king. And to be fair, I think Maximus somewhat saves this movie. Not because he is a good villain, but because of how much of an asshole he is and how he revels in every moment of it. I enjoy this guy for some pretty ironic reasons. But aside from that, that's all there is. I mean, I guess I could talk about how bad the animation is, with how disgusting some of these models look, how flat the world is, and these weird pseudo slow-mos. But what's really the point? Now that I've seen Kong return to the jungle, this looks a lot better by comparison. Even the songs it has are mostly passable and nothing to be mad about. I can't even say anything about the characters either. Most of them are flat and boring, except Maximus, and there's really only one I'd call grating. I mean, if there was really anything I found truly awful in this movie, that would be the voice acting. These characters rarely ever shut up, and some of the line delivery is just really awkward. Like the moment Leo finds Savannah in labor. Just close your eyes and listen. Pretty awkward, isn't it? But aside from that, there really is nothing to talk about. It's definitely a bad movie, but there's nothing really to write home about either. At its best, it's mediocre, bordering on passable. At its worst, it's bad, bordering on mediocre. I don't know what else to say. I give this movie a 3 out of 10. A bad movie without a doubt, but nothing bad enough to really leave a mark. I guess all I can really say is, this is one big pile of elephant crap. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Undead Sonic 89 for his courteous $30 pledge on Patreon. Through his support, both this channel and my second one can keep making bigger and better projects. Thank you tremendously for your support.